Hello, I'm Shelley Sanders and welcome to the Home Show. If you're looking to remodel your home or in need of new construction to build your dream home, you'll want to stick around for today's show. We're going to speak to the experts from CMK Construction for information on remodeling, and our friends from Westbay Homes will show you how to get the most for your money. That's all coming up next on today's episode of the Home Show.
The following segment is paid for by Homes by Westbay.
I'm here with Brenna June, new home consultant for Homes by Westbay. It's such a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you. I'm excited.
New home construction. Oh my gosh. There are so many questions I have for you. We would need all day to talk about it.
I got all day.
I don't think we have that much
Okay,
time.
fine.
So let's just talk about new home construction versus resale and why choose Westbay to do that?
You know, when you buy a resale home, you're taking on all of that that home. You know, is it 20 years old, 30 years old? You're taking on that home, where a brand new home, you get to watch this product that you've picked out and you've chosen colors for spring out of the ground. You know, it's kind of like your baby being built. It's pretty exciting.
Yeah, I've actually heard the phrase, when you buy an existing home, you're buying someone else's problems, and that certainly can be the case. Not always, but certainly can be. So what an exciting time for people when they build a home from scratch, so to speak.
Oh, I know. It's just, you know, to be able to come in and to choose what plot of land that home gets to go on, and then to spend the next, 7 to 8 months going through that process and really taking ownership. It's pretty exciting.
So walk me through that process. In addition to just picking the lot that it's going to be built on, you get to pick all kinds of things. I would imagine that there are more choices that clients had no idea how many choices they were going to end up with.
Oh my gosh, yes. So from structural choices to sliding glass doors to laundry tub pre-plums to what kind of Listello you want in your shower. I mean, you get all of those choices, coming down the way for you to choose.
Sure.
Yeah.
So you also get to pick your floor plans.
You do? Yep.
So when you're dealing with new construction, talk to me a little bit about safety per se. I mean, you're getting, certainly you build by codes.
Oh, for sure. I mean, there is the Florida Building Code, and that's updated periodically. So what Homes by Westbay absolutely builds to meet or exceed the building code. And that plays a huge role in terms of hurricane safety. It's obviously something we have to think about here in the lovely state of Florida, and knowing that you have a brand new home built to the most current Florida Building Code gives you a little bit of warm and fuzzy, a little peace of mind at night.
Sure. So with new home construction, again, going back to those design features, give me an example of choices that customers have.
Well, everybody likes different things. You may like one thing and I may like something totally different, and now my house gets to reflect what's important to me. Do I like light, bright, and airy cabinets, or am I more like a rich, dark, espresso kind of buyer? And now I get to fully decide as a buyer, what I get to come home to every day.
Sure. So with that being said, are you kind of bound by the parameters of the community, or is it pretty much an open territory?
It's pretty much open door. Exterior wise, yes, sometimes you're bound by the community. We build in some lovely neighborhoods where architecturally the homes look and feel a certain way. But inside, the world is your oyster.
Oh, I love that.
Within reason. We don't do pink cabinets yet.
Haven't had that request
Not yet,
though.
but hey, you never know. Trends are always changing.
Sure. So, okay, with that being said, you're talking about floor plans. Okay, say you have someone that comes in and perhaps they need a more accessible home. Can you kind of fluctuate on where some things are placed or how it's done? How does that work?
Within reason, yes. So Homes by Westbay, we have a litany of structural changes that we've drawn and that we are more than welcome to, or that we're more than willing to accommodate for a buyer. Do we need to add a master bathroom downstairs and a master bedroom? We can make those changes. Do we need to move, this wall and make it a den area because you work from home? So there's lots of changes like that, based on how a buyer lives and what's important to them, we can absolutely accommodate.
So you accommodate to a certain degree, otherwise you'd become completely a custom home.
Right.
Right. So, but you do have those, you're not just so very rigid. Here's our 3-bedroom plan, here's our 4-bedroom,
Right.
and this is all we offer.
You know, being a custom home builder comes with its own lengths sometimes and its own problems. And so that's what's great about Westbay is that it feels like a custom, but we take all of the guesswork and all of the lengthy time frame that goes into a full custom, and we break it down into something that's really easy, and buyers can really kind of sit back and enjoy it.
What do you find as the most, like, what kind of feedback do you find from customers that you've had that came in thinking, I don't know, we've seen some homes, resale homes that we really like. I don't know if we'll ever be able to afford this. I don't know if new construction is for us. It's going to take forever. What do you find is the most surprising and refreshing aspect of it for that customer?
I think that there's a lot of misconceptions out there in terms of affordability, and that when a buyer walks in, they are greeted warmly, and they meet somebody like me. And I'm able to take them not only from the home process, but I can link them up with somebody who can really help them with financing. And that's a huge part of all of this. And I think a lot of fears go away once I'm able to get them with the right loan officer, and they can realize that, man, we really can do this.
Sure.
You know, it's exciting.
That is exciting. Now, I'm sure those at home that are watching are very excited as well, thinking, you know what, I've always counted it out, but now maybe I'm open-minded to it.
Absolutely.
So why don't you tell them, how can they get in touch with you, Brenna?
Really, the best way to reach us is the website. So just go to homesbywestbay.com. You can see all of our community listings there. Our financial people are there, Design Center, all of it's online.
The preceding segment was paid for by Homes by Westbay. With over 60 distinct floor plans in 13 new home communities across Tampa Bay, it's easy to see why Homes by Westbay is Tampa Bay's premier builder. Homes start from the mid-200s to the 600s, featuring distinctive designs, bright open floor plans, and breathtaking kitchens. Learn how you can enjoy up to $35,000 in design incentives on your Westbay home by visiting homesbywestbay.com. Homes by Westbay, created for you.
Choosing a general contractor for your home renovation project is an important decision. You want someone you can trust to do quality work on time and on budget. CMK is a licensed, bonded, and insured general contractor, experienced in every aspect of residential renovation. And we've built some of the most beautiful kitchens and bathrooms in Tampa Bay. Call today for a free in-home estimate. CMK Construction, we're ready to build your dream.
The following segment is paid for by CMK Construction.
I'm here with Manny Kavouklis of CMK Construction. Manny, it's so nice to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Now, so many things to talk about, and I could brag on you forever. I mean, my goodness, you've been around since 2004. You've got over 3,000 clients. One of them, City of Tampa, they put full faith and trust in you, so you've got to be doing something right. Let's talk about, you know what, let's start at the very beginning. It could be stressful to build or remodel. I can't even imagine. Where do you start? What should that beginning process? I mean, do you have any tips for us when hiring contractors? How do you even go about doing that? It seems so like a big job.
Sure. The first step would be to find out if they're a state licensed contractor and they're licensed and insured. That's a very, very big deal, and you do not want to get caught having a contractor that's not licensed doing work on your house.
Sure, we see it in the news all the time, right?
Absolutely.
So what are some of those expectations? So say you find one and it seems legitimate, they're licensed, they're insured. Where do you go from there? What are some of the expectations so that you're not so stressed out?
Well, a big key thing at that point is researching the company, finding out reviews, and when they come to set up an appointment for your house, that you could actually have somebody that knows what they're doing and has the backing of past clients, so you're in a good spot at the end of the renovation.
Sure, that's a telltale sign of someone with experience, certainly, right? You guys have the Facebook page that's got a lot of photos, great photos online of some of your customers. So when you're going through this process, you found a reputable person, now you feel comfortable there. What are some of the expectations that a homeowner should be prepared for?
Okay, so when you get the contractor that you're comfortable with, and most customers end up getting several estimates to feel comfortable, the big deal is to make sure that they're apples to apples. Make sure that a contractor that you're using is not only doing what they're saying they're going to do, but your expectations of the products, which is a big deal. So cabinets could be plywood or they could be particle board. Well, you got to make sure that the estimates are apples to apples.
Okay, and so how do you know this? Is this something that CMK, is that something that you guys do? You walk you through the reasons, not just of walk you through what you're getting, but also the why? Like, hey, there's this and then there's this, and here's the cost estimate. Is that sort of a breakdown?
Yep, absolutely. When our project specialists come into your home, they'll basically break everything down and they'll let you know this is what you're getting, the quantities, it's line items that you could relate to in terms of understanding what you're going to be doing in the house and what we're going to be doing for your renovation, because you don't really want something on there that you're a quantity that isn't lining up to what your vision is for the project.
Sure. So what would you say is something that unique that you guys do to really put the homeowner at ease? Is it a matter of like putting it all down on paper? Here's your estimate, and not just an estimate from a financial perspective, but even a time perspective, so that the expectations are all there, and it's give or take a few here and there. Or what would you say to a homeowner that's considering it? Would you say have a comparison against another, like a second opinion, so to speak?
Sure, second opinions are always a good thing. If there's an issue, we always want to find out what the issue is right from the beginning. People are human and people make mistakes. If there's something that's missing that maybe somebody has in their estimate and the other person doesn't, or the contractor doesn't, you want to make sure that everybody, when you're signing that contract, that everything is set up and ready to go.
Okay, so walk me through the process then, Manny. At CMK, I've called you. I'm feeling very confident on my research of you. I've been to your Facebook. I've even spoken to some of your customers, and everything looks like check, I'm in. Walk me through the process on where we would go. And it doesn't have to be a specific project, but where do you go from there to make this a less stressful situation?
Sure. When the project specialists come out, and the key component is that the design, making sure that the design is exactly what you're looking for. Once that step's done and finalized, then there's a selection process that takes place. The customers, different types of tile that they might want to purchase, different types of countertops. The possibilities and the selections are really endless. So the project specialist is trying to basically put you in a spot where you feel comfortable with exactly what your dream is going to be a reality, and that's a big part in this process.
Sure. So just information gathering, getting an idea of where you want to go then. Right?
Absolutely, yep, where you want to go, and then after that portion's done, then we can move on to
the next
step.
The next stages of the project, whatever that may be, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Good stuff coming from you, Manny. I'm sure those at home, they're wondering, how do I get in touch with this guy? I really have a project for you. And you guys cover all of them, no matter how small or how big, right?
Sure, yep.
Okay, so tell them, how do they get a hold of you, Manny?
Yep, absolutely. They can go to our website, which is cmkconstructioninc.com. We also have a Facebook page, CMK Construction Inc. also, and they can reach us from there.
The preceding segment was paid for by CMK Construction.
Choosing a general contractor for your home renovation project is an important decision. You want someone you can trust to do quality work on time and on budget. CMK is a licensed, bonded, and insured general contractor, experienced in every aspect of residential renovation, and we've built some of the most beautiful kitchens and bathrooms in Tampa Bay. Call today for a free in-home estimate. CMK Construction, we're ready to build your dream.
With over 60 distinct floor plans in 13 new home communities across Tampa Bay, it's easy to see why Homes by Westbay is Tampa Bay's premier builder. Homes start from the mid-200s to the 600s, featuring distinctive designs, bright open floor plans, and breathtaking kitchens. Learn how you can enjoy up to $35,000 in design incentives on your Westbay home by visiting homesbywestbay.com. Homes by Westbay, created for you. The following segment is paid for by Homes by Westbay.
Hi, I'm with Brenna June. She's a new home consultant with Homes by Westbay. Brenna, it's so nice to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
How exciting. New construction.
I know.
Oh
I
my
know.
gosh.
Love it.
Every time I go into a new model home, it makes me want to move.
So I do it every day. I love it. Yes.
You can hook me up, right?
I know. Absolutely.
Love it.
Call me.
So let's talk about Homes by Westbay real quick.
Okay.
Tell me about them. How long have they been around?
Well, Homes by Westbay, we're actually a private local builder, which is pretty unique. There's a lot of big builders in our immediate area.
So with a private local home builder, that is very unique.
Yeah, it
with
is.
that, you have I know there are different trends in homes, certainly in the design features of a home. And so it's nice to have a builder that's familiar with Florida life, Florida living, if you will.
Absolutely, yes.
So let's talk about some of those design trends and design features.
So the one thing that Homes by Westbay really does well are the Florida floor plans. Light, bright, airy. And so being able to have that incorporated with our amazing design center where buyers have all the options available to them to fully customize is something pretty unique and pretty cool.
Sure. Tell us about some of the trends that you're seeing right now.
Right now, it's all about light and bright. When I first got into the industry, it was, kind of dark and rich and, dark floors and dark cabinets. And we've kind of made a switch now to light cabinets and bright quartz countertops, and everything just seems very light and bright and cheerful. We're also seeing kind of a trend for different color island cabinets now. For example, where I work in Pristine Lake Preserve, we have a navy blue cabinet for our island cabinet color, and then gray cabinets everywhere else. And I just think that's kind of a cool, little playful touch that we did.
That is.
Yeah.
That's unique. I
Yeah.
like it. So when we're talking about the different design features, brag on yourself just a little bit. So when a customer comes through and they've decided to buy a home, build a home with Homes by Westbay, talk to me about that experience. Walk me through the process. I know I've been to some communities, not necessarily yours, but I've been to communities before where you come in and then it can seem overwhelming. You walk into the garage portion of the model home and I'm picking colors.
Yeah.
And I want a visual perspective of that. Is that similar experience?
No, Westbay has a completely different way of going about it. One, with our models, it's just, they're so beautiful. If you haven't been out to a Westbay model, you really should. It's a great little showcase of what we can do. So you walk in and you see all these beautiful, our kitchens are amazing. We've got amazing flooring in our models as well. We go through our process, you pick your home, you pick your lot, now it's your turn to do that. So now you go to our amazing design center. It's 6,000 square feet, and I call it the Cheesecake Factory menu of options. It's you go in and it's just beautiful. We've got a myriad of kitchens, full kitchens set up so buyers can see different products and how they go together, maybe how this color goes with that color. And it's just a buyer's time to play and kind of see what speaks to them.
It's nice to actually get a visual perspective where you touchy-feely, where you get to see exactly what that means. For some people, may not be their forte to pick it out. I don't know if I want a navy island. That seems scary, but then when you see it, it's absolutely stunning. It's nice to get that visual perspective.
It's true. You really have to kind of get in there and see it together to really realize, what may work and what may not work for you. And that's such an important part of the process for a buyer, and in particular building new, and the fact that you get to really fully have full creative control over how your house feels and the colors, and if that speaks to you, now that's something that you get to put in your home and be proud of.
Sure. So certainly that size design studio makes it sound like a complete showroom.
It is.
Really.
It
that
is.
Sounds exciting.
It's pretty amazing. The feedback we always get is just, wow, we had no idea. It's just not one little board of a couple different colors to pick from. It really is your opportunity to, play and see, what would really make your home feel, lovely.
Sure. So as it relates to new versus resale homes, because let's face it, Homes by Westbay, you are in the new construction business.
Yes.
So when you're talking about, say, an existing home, say that buyer's out there going, I don't know, there's a home down the street, it's great, it's got good bones. We could totally renovate the kitchen. Okay, and so we love what y'all's kitchen looks like. What are the differences? You're dealing with what? Are you dealing with several contractors or vendors in the new construction, or no?
That's just it. Taking on those renovations it's time consuming, and it's a lot of work for the homeowner to do. Let alone you have to now move out of that area that you're under construction. Putting your home under construction can be difficult, especially in the kitchen. Because now where are we going to eat? So when you build, we get to take all of that on for you. Now it's just, You let us do the process for you. You let us build it for you. You just get to sit back and watch it go up.
Sure. And then you have the warranties, right?
Amazing warranties.
All right. It's almost like one-stop shopping, really.
And I love to say it that way. It really is. Like, you come in, you let the builder, let us take you through the process. We'll guide you through everything. We'll do all the hard stuff, all the heavy lifting. And you just sit back and watch.
All right. Well, Brenna, tell them how they get in touch with you guys.
The best way to get in touch with us is to go to the website, which is homesbywestbay.com.
The preceding segment was paid for by Homes by Westbay. With over 60 distinct floor plans in 13 new home communities across Tampa Bay, it's easy to see why Homes by Westbay is Tampa Bay's premier builder. Homes start from the mid-200s to the 600s, featuring distinctive designs, bright open floor plans, and breathtaking kitchens. Learn how you can enjoy up to $35,000 in design incentives on your Westbay home by visiting homesbywestbay.com. Homes by Westbay, created for you.
Choosing a general contractor for your home renovation project is an important decision. You want someone you can trust to do quality work on time and on budget. CMK is a licensed, bonded, and insured general contractor, experienced in every aspect of residential renovation, and we've built some of the most beautiful kitchens and bathrooms in Tampa Bay. Call today for a free in-home estimate. CMK Construction, we're ready to build your dream.
The following segment is paid for by CMK Construction.
I'm here with Manny Kavouklis of CMK Construction. Manny, it's such a nice time to have you on the show. I mean, it really filling us in on all things renovations. And I'm telling you, I can't imagine a more stressful time in one's life than going through a renovation. I mean, everybody knows, oh gosh, just hope we can stay together through this thing, right? So talk to me about that. What would you say to someone who's trying to find a contractor? What do you do there?
Well, obviously, the first key would be to make sure that they're licensed and insured. You don't want to get caught in a situation where you have a project and something happens, God forbid, and you have nowhere to go. So that's a big part.
Sure. And then from there, you guys obviously fulfilled that.
Sure.
You also have an amazing client list, over 3,000 people. Even the city of Tampa has faith in you guys well enough. They've put you to work several times. And you guys have a phenomenal Facebook page that really has a lot of testimonials and photos on there. So kudos to you. Let's talk about bathroom renovations. Okay, that could be another stressful aspect of renovating. What are the steps to a bathroom renovation? What do you mostly see?
I think the first key step is getting together with the project specialist, which every one of our customers would get. So project specialists would come out and they do an overall design of the project, make sure that the customer is getting exactly what their vision is. And so the key is to get the customer's vision and put it on paper. And then at that point, there's renderings that are also included too, where we could actually literally give you 3D renderings of what your bathroom will look like after we're done, which is a pretty cool option.
Oh, very nice. So someone actually gets a visual for what they're explaining to you then.
Yeah.
That's nice. So, okay, so you've got the idea now. You have the 3D rendering. Now what? It's time do you have to always tear down the entire bathroom? What do you do here? Depends on the project?
Yeah, it does depend on the project, but most likely, yes. The demolition is the first thing that happens, and that's important. That's a very, very important part of the job because it is usually the first day of construction. Obviously, we're going to be coming in, we're going to be doing the demolition, and one of the great things at CMK Construction is the demolition crew that we have. We've gotten countless of compliments in terms of the care that they take when someone's home. So when you're inside a house, it's very, very important to control the environment that you're in, but also protect things that aren't going to be disturbed, like let's just say the pathway to the bathroom, any furniture that's on the way as they taking debris down, covering stairs as you're going up the staircase. We have to have protective staircases because we don't want any damage as the demo crew's in there, and our guys do a great job at that.
So there's a lot more to think about, if I'm hearing you right, than just the bathroom itself. I mean, you don't want to, certainly, what if you got in a situation where you tore down the wall and then you found, oh gosh, you found mold or something? You wouldn't want any of that coming out into the rest of the house then, right?
Nope, absolutely not. as we talk about the demo crew, a big part of what they do is they actually come in and they'll put containment areas. So the dust and zipper walls, we call them, so they in essence, as people work in an area, we can close the wall behind there and it keeps any of the debris and the dust, anything that you might find underneath the walls in a contained area. So that's a very important.
So very thoughtful you guys are, Manny. Love it. All right, so now we've got the demolition and that's all done. Now what are the next steps?
After the demolition, if we would do any framing, if any type of floor plan changes happen. In most cases, that might not happen, and then the plumber and the electrician and the mechanical contractors would go in and go ahead and do their rough work.
Okay, so when you say rough work, what do you mean?
They'll run any new water lines or any new locations. If you're running any outlets, if let's just say a vanity's moving and you needed to shift over some GFI outlets, which are ground fault interrupters for any electrical codes to keep the project or keep the bathroom up to date in terms of the electrical codes.
Sure. So these are all the items that, like, really, for me personally, it's like, I don't care, I just want it to look pretty when it's done. But those are the things, thank God you're here for, right?
That's exactly it. Those are things we try not to bore you with. We'll handle that part. That's why you hire CMK Construction. So.
Absolutely. Okay, so what are some of the typical items that could be in a bathroom renovation?
Wow, there's a lot of endless possibilities, but one of the big things that's happening now is the curbless showers. Those are really big. You have so many options, from benches to shelves to mosaics, marbles. I mean, there's a lot of opportunity there.
Sure. I mean, so many avenues you can go to, and I'm sure you even have renovations that you do, and it converting maybe a bathroom to an accessible bathroom as well, right? You do some of that too, huh?
Absolutely.
Sure. All right, so I know the question that's burning in everybody's head right now that's watching. They all want to know, gosh, okay, this is great, Manny, you're giving me good stuff. Shelley, tell me, how do I get a hold of them?
Well, they can go to our website, which is cmkconstructioninc.com, and they could also see us on Facebook with CMK Construction Inc.
The preceding segment was paid for by CMK Construction.
Choosing a general contractor for your home renovation project is an important decision. You want someone you can trust to do quality work on time and on budget. CMK is a licensed, bonded, and insured general contractor, experienced in every aspect of residential renovation, and we've built some of the most beautiful kitchens and bathrooms in Tampa Bay. Call today for a free in-home estimate. CMK Construction, we're ready to build your dream.
With over 60 distinct floor plans in 13 new home communities across Tampa Bay, it's easy to see why Homes by Westbay is Tampa Bay's premier builder. Homes start from the mid-200s to the 600s, featuring distinctive designs, bright open floor plans, and breathtaking kitchens. Learn how you can enjoy up to $35,000 in design incentives on your Westbay home by visiting homesbywestbay.com. Homes by Westbay, created for you.
Well, that's it for today's show. Thank you for watching. Join us again next Sunday as we take a look at today's latest innovations in building and remodeling for your home. We'll see you again next week at 10:30 for The Home Show.